Several MPs on the Standing Committee on Canadian Heritage say change isn't possible without new leadership.
Hockey Canada needs to be transparent and accountable. It has been neither of those. And Hockey Canada needs to step up and have a zero tolerance policy for any allegations of sexual violence or sexual abuse.
NDP MP Peter Julian says there's a long road before Hockey Canada fixes its credibility with Canadians, and they need to start by answering questions.
What are the funds that they're spending on board meetings? These are all things that Hockey Canada has not answered. I've asked repeatedly for non-disclosure agreements to be withdrawn for the victims, so if they choose to speak, they can speak out, and Hockey Canada has not done that yet.
Conservative MP Kevin Waugh says this is a step in the right direction.
I think today is a day that Canadians, the hockey players, the moms and dads can rejoice because finally they have listened to the grassroots, understand that they're wrong.
But gender justice advocate Farah Khan says it took too long for this to happen, and there needs to be a change in hockey culture.
From hazing to white supremacy, harassment, bullying, homophobia, transphobia, misogyny. There's so many things that are happening in hockey culture that seems, just brush up as, that's a part of the culture. These things are steeped in oppression, and we cannot stamp that out by just saying, okay, now we're going to be different. Well, you're going to be different if you actually have to examine how we operate.
During the hearing last week, Liberal MP Lisa Hefner asked why the stories about Hockey Canada seem worse than other sports.
There seems to be a particular culture within hockey that facilitates these incidences of mass gang violence perpetrated between players on fans. And it's not just the one 2018 incident. We've heard of other incidents. We need to really look at this hockey culture in Canada. How did it get to this point?
Suzanne Duncan from the Canadian Women's Foundation is hoping a clean leadership slate is the first step in the right direction.
The real proof of change will be the willingness of Hockey Canada to accept that something's seriously wrong and that they take those really concrete steps, those survivor-focused steps, those trauma-informed steps to really make sure that we're putting survivors' needs first.